Hi guys, it's Belle here and I'm coming back on to do week 49 of the Margarete Miller Collage Challenge. I will leave the links to Margarete Miller's YouTube as well as her Etsy store down below in the description box, so go check that out. She is doing this again next year and I have already purchased the prompts again in this digital format from her Etsy store because that's what works for me. So I'm excited. I now have to work out what kind of journal I'm going to be making. You know, this was the one for this year. Anyway, let's get on with the prompts. Firstly, this was last week's. We have this tiny page here, but I don't like it. It's too tiny to do what I want to do. So I'm wondering, I'm going to do a double page because that'll leave me week 49, week 50, week 51, and week 52 will be exactly the right. And these are good size pages. I mean, this one's a bit tiny, but you know. So I'm going to do a double page today. And the prompts are something on a string. So I have these clothing tags from a cardigan that I picked up from one of my favorite shops earlier this year. Well, say earlier this year in, I think it was probably September time, coming up to October time. It was a lovely little Beetlejuice cardie. So I've got those. One's on a string, one's on a ribbon. A measurement of some kind. So I've got this sewing pattern piece. It's not one of the tissue sheets. It's like the instruction bit. And, you know, this has measurements here. And because this is to do with, well, there's kind of a clothing theme going on in some ways. Sort of. So we've got those. A piece of a map. So I have this little piece of Venezia map, and I like this because it's got quite nice colours, and I did a very kind of neutral one last time. Something in a geometric shape besides a rectangular. So I've got a couple of options for this. I have this circle and square with these gorgeous roses in, which will go with my theme. This is from a Daphne's Diary. So I thought, you know, they're geometric shapes. And also, I have my apothecary sticker book. I do have a flip through of this on my channel if you want to have a closer look. Let's have a look. I know there's some great circular and other shapes in here that I might want to use. Like there's this cute pink sticker skull there. And then, where was it that I just saw? We've got this triangle here, which is really good. The circular moon shape there. So there's a few options, and we've got lots of circles on here. There's a few options in here that I might use. Then something cold to touch. So I was thinking metal's quite cold to touch. So I have got some bulb pins for my... what's it called, for the clothing tag. And also this could be from a Daphne's Diary. It definitely looks like it. This is some flowers frozen in ice. So this is a block of ice with flowers in it, and obviously it says there that would be cold to touch. And again, the colors go really well with what I want to do. And the bonus was a person. So this is from the shop that I really love, is called Rockamilly, and it does all sort of retro, sort of vintage clothing, and they have like a really kooky edge. They do lots of like Hell Bunny clothing in there and spooky clothing, and I just love it. It's a great shop. It also does the best range of Loungefly bags and shoes, like not Loungefly shoes, they're from a different company, that I have seen anywhere for such a small shop. Anyway, this is their, what's it called, logo, which you can also see on the tag. And I just love this lady, and I love that it says life's too short to not wear what makes you happy. I 100% agree with that, which is why I wear Halloween clothing, I'd say 11 months out of the year. Christmas, I change it up a bit and wear some Christmas time things. Lots of candy canes and stuff, but mostly it's Halloween. So I really want to use this off the bag. I love the sentiment. So you can see this is kind of pink colour, which is why I thought these flowers would go quite well. And I also have this fabric that I want to use as well. So let's get my stapler out as well. I mean, today I'm wearing my Halloween-y Christmas jumper. It's actually, these are snowflakes, you can see just there, but then there's skulls too. So I do change it up a bit, but I like to keep that Halloween-y vibe. Anyway, let's get started. I lost my long ruler at my daughter's, my long metal ruler at my daughter's. I have no idea where it's gone to when I was there cat sitting. So I'm thinking I kind of just want this over both pages. This will be fun. So I'm just going to use my tear ruler instead. And there's actually a map on that page, which is one of the prompts. So, you know. So anyway, I hope you are all good and, you know, getting into the festive spirit in whichever way, however you kind of celebrate or don't celebrate. I know there's people who don't celebrate and, you know, that's wonderful too, as long as you're bringing as much fun and joy to your life in whatever way. That's the most important thing, I think, you know. So I hope you're all having a lovely December, whether it's coming into your height of your summer over in the other hemisphere, or whether you're in this one and it's cold. And it is cold. So I kind of like that. I'm wondering, do I want to tear it a bit? I mean, we've got map here, so I could actually use it. We've got the ice. Don't know, let's kind of tear it down the middle a little bit. It's not really middly, but there you go. Maybe I'll use that one on this side. Oh, no, I want it more over here because this is going to have more on there. So let's tear a bit more on this side. So yeah, I hope you're all having a lovely December, however you're spending it. We have everyone at ours this year, all my children and their partners, which is going to be interesting because we only have a tiny home and there's a lot of people for one house, but especially with the kittens we now have. Oh, and can you see my hand? They are so playful, but bless them, they still haven't got their like coordination brilliant, especially Toffee, and she tends to be a very jumpy, like runny, she plays way more than her sister does, let's put it that way. And I'm playing with all her toys and sometimes she misses the toy that she's going for and accidentally gets me. Oh gosh. But they are bringing me so much joy. It's just lovely to see them, and they're so. Right, that's going to stick to there, and I can't have that, so I need to cut that bit off. They're so snuggly, both of them. They love their snuggle time. They love to just come and sit on my lap after they've eaten, or whenever they're tired. They both crawl on my lap, and they just want to sit there. So I want this up here. On this side, do I want it like this? That might be good, because I could leave map there and have map down here then maybe leave this bit white. Let's get some of this map and have, oh, I can't forget, I've got this too. So it says measurements. See, this has got all the measurement bit on it. It does say dress. I think I kind of want this, so let's get that ripped out first. So yeah, it's just, they are super playful and it is so much fun. Our big cat's still not impressed. My Topaz really is not happy. But as much as we've done the whole process of introduction, the way you're meant to, you know, putting things all around the house and all that kind of thing. As much as we've done that, she still has not taken to them very well. But as long as they don't go near her, she puts up with them. And she hasn't hurt one of them yet. She tells them she's not very happy with them, but she hasn't hurt them. So she just gives them a little warning sound, which, you know, is her right. This is her house and her territory, and they've kind of come into it. So, you know, that's her right to do. But they're so confident. They just ignore her and want to get closer. And I'm like, what's wrong with you girls? She said no. Leave her alone. But considering they were abandoned, you know, and left on a train, and they've been in, you know, their foster mum was obviously a brilliant foster mum, because they're so loving and sweet and great around people. So that's always good when you can take an animal that's not always had the best start in life, and they turn out to be such cuties. And I get very little work done because I just want to spend it with them. So, yeah. Okay, I kind of want the 0 on there because it's obviously about being cold. So I want that on there. Bit random, I know, but that's what I want. We've got that, and then that can go up there like so. And then I'm thinking map down here and maybe a little bit over there. We'll see. Let's have a look at the map. See, I like this because it actually had some pink on it. And because there's pink, as you can see in a lot of the pieces on here, I thought that worked really well. But then I'm also really loving the blue. Let's strip it across and see what bit I want to use. Oh, Venezia. Such a lovely city. And I do love picking up the maps when I go to, when I travel. I love picking up the maps of places. One, it helps you get about. I know everyone's got Google Maps now and all that kind of thing, but I don't know. I just really love paper. I mean, surely that's why we craft, is that many of us crafters are very tactile people, and we love the feel of paper. That looks better that way, of papers and fabrics and all that kind of thing. So, and I also love picking the maps up because when you get back, one, they can be beautiful to frame, you know, and remind you, and you can circle the places you've been, or you can use them in general crafts. And also I like to use them in my scrapbooks that I make of my travels and stuff as well. Yeah. So I love picking up maps from places that I've been. I normally pick up a couple because obviously I rip some up. So there we go. But yeah, as I was saying, my kittens are super playful, but I do have quite a lot of kitten wounds. Oh, they're such sweet girls. They really are such a joy. Like I said, my Topaz isn't that impressed. But she is getting better. She tolerates them in the same room as her. She does come downstairs a bit more now and wants to sit on our lap and things. But if they go anywhere near her, which they tend to try to, well, she just gets very annoyed. And obviously we're giving my lovely Topaz, my sweet girl, so much affection and snuggles and treats and things, so that she knows that we love her dearly, which we do. So we have a little bit of the map here too, and I'm wondering, like, do I want to add it on that side a little bit, just to pick up some of the map from over here, which I think I do. Oh, Not many weeks left of this now, guys. Isn't that crazy? So far we've got something cold, something with measurements, and a map. And then we need the geometric shapes. But what I want to do more than anything is I want to get my lady, my rockabilly lady, on here. Because once she's on, I will be able to tell what I want behind her and all that kind of thing. So, yeah. Oh, it's just so much joy having new fur babies. I absolutely adore them and I can't wait. I mean, I love them as kittens. Don't get me wrong. See, that can go really well there. I love them as kittens, but there's such a joy in seeing them when they become big cats, big adult cats. So I'm thinking I might put this little bit of fabric here. And if I staple it, I was going to put it up the top, but I don't think I want to. And if I staple it, I might just turn it over to add a little bit of interest. Then it's fine stapling it because the staples on this side. So it will just look like more staples, if that makes sense. So that is what I'm going to do. This is not one of the prompts, but I want to attach my labels onto there. And I wanted some fabric because of the whole thing. I'm going to take the button off because I really don't need the button on there. Let's get some scissors for that. So, yeah. And then there's a bit of sticky on here, so I'm thinking of sticking like something on there. Okay, let's cut this ribbon because I can tie it anyway. I just really like how that looks. I don't think we need this one because we've already got her, but that's where the actual string is. But that's okay because I can cut this and then thread it through here. Or I can use some different string. Oh, I love how that's fraying now. Look at that, guys. Look how that looks. I do love that. So let's try. Yes, let's use it when it's frayed. This is actually like that. To try and get through this very tiny hole with something already in it. Oh. So there we go. Oh, that's worked out quite well, actually. Let's just tie that. Like so. We've got the little plastic bit on it. Why did that come out? Let's put this back through. What is happening? What is happening? Okay, let's tie this again and then double knot it. So yeah, fur babies abound. And big kitties more like, I'm not sure about this, Mum. I'm not sure about what you've brought into the house. I'm not sure I'm happy with you, Mum. It's like, I get it. I do get it. Okay, so we've got a lot of pink and then we've got this bright green. And we've got a little bit of blue. So I'm wondering if I want a metallic blue up there to pick up the blue in the water. So let's do that. And again, metal is often cold to touch. So I'm wondering if I just want it through. I'm not sure that'll work, but we can try. We can but try. Let's turn this around so I can actually see it. So yeah, this little bowl pin, a little metallic blue bowl pin, and blue reminds me of ice as well. So there we go. And it actually does remind me of Venice, because I went to Venice in the November with my partner for our anniversary, and we did the boat trip over to the other islands, and it was freezing. We were coming back on the boat trip to the main Venetian area, and I decided I wanted to sit on top. I don't know why. I suppose I just wanted to see all the city lights. It was like, I don't know, 9 o'clock at night or something, and we froze completely. So it kind of reminds me of that. Maybe I'll put Venice on there somewhere. Okay, so now let's have a look. I was also thinking, what is cold to the touch are crystals. So that's actually quite a good crystal set from my sticker book, because it's got the purples, the blues, and some of the greens. So that might be quite nice down here or up here. I think it'd be quite nice down here to have some of the green. So I'm going to put that to one side. But we need some geometric shapes. Got all these crystals too. So let's have a look at some geometric shapes. Don't know. Got these ones. I think they're a bit muted for what I now want. I do like that one. I do really like that one. Do really love this skull one. I think that's quite cute. I think I am going to use the skull one. I'm just having a look to see if there's any others. I mean, there's lots of shapes in here, but it's whether I want any others that are going to work in my thing. Oh, sorry, I went quiet then because I'm looking. Sorry. See, there's some more beautiful crystals there. I don't know. I'm going to definitely use this skull one. So if I want her there, I might want the skull on top of her. I might do that. Let's just get this one stuck down. So yeah, it was freezing when we came back on the boat. It was like icicles. We did have a hot chocolate, but it didn't stay hot very long. It was worth it though to see Venice at night like that as we were coming back in. So yeah, cold but beautiful. That's how I felt anyway. Okay, we're going to put the little skull there. We've got these maybe down here, but I'm thinking I kind of want them behind here, but then we haven't got any of this green. Now I'm thinking I don't want these. Ooh, let's try and get these stuck back in, guys, which may not be the easiest thing. I think they were here, weren't they? Yes, they were. Okay, that went easier than I expected. Woohoo! But I do want like a crystal or something. Little green crystals. Which look quite cute. Because I just want it to pick up the green in the other piece. See, we've got these little crystals. They look cute. It's not really the same green, unless I use something else. This is quite pretty down here. You probably can't see that. I'm probably off camera. Oh, we got all this purple and green. We just might not be able to find what I'm looking for. And that's okay. Can always do something else. Oh, come on. I do love that triangle as well, though. This triangle here. But I also really love the moon. Got these purple. I think it's because I'm looking at purple and there's not a lot of purple on here. So I don't know why I keep looking at the purple. I need pink and green. That's what I need. And a bright green at that. Oh, that's similar. That's really similar. Look to that colour. So I could just put that up here or down here, up here. I know there's a lot of green there then, isn't it? It's going to have to go here like that, but I feel like I need something else now too, that's too much. Maybe I'll have this just another little bit because that's got measurements on as well. So maybe I'll have that down there. Strip it a little bit more. Stick that down there. Yeah. And I still had those flowers, but I don't know if I want to use them. So that can just, not take away, but like just tie the pages together, because at the moment they look like two separate pages, which I don't like. I don't know. Don't know if I want anything else. There's really bright green. And let's have a look. I did see some butterflies, which are quite cute. Like this purpley one, or that blue one there. Or even that skull's quite nice, but I don't want it too big to take away from the main bit. This might just be it, guys. This might just be the whole collage. Okay, right, well, let's just leave it like that then. So we have something on a string. We've got this label, which is all frayed and stuff, which is fun. A measurement of some kind. We've got up here and here. Piece of a map, both sides. Something in a geometric shape, not a rectangle. So we've got a circle. Something cold to touch. So we've got ice and crystals and a person. And there we go. And that is week 49, if I can find a pen to actually write it in. So let's just, where am I going to write it? Maybe over here. So week 49. And that's it, guys. So let me know what you think down below, and I will be back again next week for week 50, guys. It's scary. And thank you so much for watching wherever you are in the world. I hope you're having lots of festive or not festive, just lots of crafty fun. Till next time, guys. Bye for now.